These cowboys, you don't see them in town a lot. You don't see anybody at the airports wearing cowboy hats anymore. But if you go out in the country, you're going to run into some big ranches and you're going to run into some top hands, and they're true cowboys. And they do it just like it was done 150 years ago. I guess the three attributes of a cowboy are, number one, horsemanship. Every cowboy, if he's a true cowboy, understands horses, knows how to take a 2-year-old green horse and break him gentle. They spend a lot of time every day with a horse, hands all over the horse, and they get inside that horse's mind, and by the time they finish, they understand that horse, and more importantly, the horse understands them and trusts them. The second attribute is understanding cattle. You just don't get on a horse and go out and start herding cattle. You've got to understand them, you've got to watch them, you've got to anticipate them. I guess the third thing about a cowboy, every cowboy's got to know how to rope. It'll take a young man, a good young man who's a good horseman, it'll take him a year or so to learn to rope pretty good, if he has a lot of practice. Roping is one of the big deals in a rodeo. And if you watch them, and you're from the city, and you just sit there and you watch some cowboy ride out there and rope a steer, you don't get the feel for how much went into that loop. I don't know why anybody wants to be a cowboy. The pay is terrible. If you work on a big ranch, you'll get a house for your wife and your kids, and you'll get a pickup truck to drive. Mama will have her car so she can go to school and teach every day, because she's got to, because that's supplemental income. And you might make $200 a month. Then you'll take in maybe 3 to 5 horses to ride, if the outfit will let you. And you'll charge people $500 a month to ride their young horses. You've got to really want to be a cowboy. You've got to want it. You've got to love the lifestyle. You've got to love what you're doing. I have no fear for this country just because the culture is so confused and mixed up. That really, it doesn't really seem to affect their patriotism. And each in their own way is patriotic. For example, the Hispanic community, I don't care what Trump says, they're wonderful people. Even the ones that came over here, they call them illegals. I've been around them a lot. They're wonderful people. They're good, God-fearing, hard-working people who want to raise families and see that their children have what a little better than they had, you know. And so the African Americans, they're wonderful people. Everywhere I go, I run into black folks that just treat me so well, and I try to treat them well too. I try to reciprocate because they're wonderful people. So I have no fear for this country and its people. We're doing well. Nobody in the cities ever thinks about a cowboy anymore. I mean, they're out there. They're the reason we have ribeye steaks on our plates. There's not a whole lot of cowboys around, but the ones that are there, they're true cowboys. And you can look at them and see the same man who lived 150 years ago, the way he's living right now.